back, everybody. This is the Welsh Esports League Valorant Division, and we're in Season 5, all the way up to the finals now, the last night of the season. My name's Bigfoot, and I'm joined by Lendoth. How you doing there, buddy?
What's occurring? I'm chilling. I love Valorant, me. So, yeah, quite excited for tonight.
You do love it.
Man.
Who we got? We got Wolfhounds versus Ponies this week. Last week we did stream Ponies versus the Puffins, whilst off-stream Wolfhounds demolished the Pirates 2-0. But on stream, the Ponies vs Puffins game was pretty interesting. It was the most tight semi-finals we've ever had in the Welsh Esports League, and yeah, it's good signs to come. Every season we go through Welsh Esports, games get tighter and tighter, so it's good to see more and more teams getting stronger and reaching similar levels.
Yeah, I was quite happy with how it went, to be honest. You know, it went all the way to map 3, and apart from bloody Doug on the last map of the game, I thought the game was really, really good. I actually really enjoyed it very much. But no, today we've got even, fierce game. The Pit Ponies are good, but the Wolfhounds have had an amazing season, and obviously some of their reputation exceeds them. A lot of good players on that Wolfhounds team, so it might be a bit of a tough one for Pit Ponies. I definitely think the Pit Ponies are the underdogs going into this.
Yeah, but last week the Puffins were the underdogs and they almost won. Almost. It was really, really close.
Keyword.
Yeah, almost isn't enough, is it, to get through to the finals, but there will be fighting for third place as well between the Puffins and the Pirates. So we'll have our first and second places decided from this match, and off-stream we'll have the third place decided from Puffins and Pirates. So that score might come through before or after the end of this match. If it does come through before, we'll get it through to you. But yeah, right now I think the players are making picks and bans. Have you got any ideas what will be going on with some of these picks and bans? Oh, we already got through straight to Ascent. I think we might have the information for that in the Discord, though, if you just give us 1 second.
Well, it's Ascent, so I don't really know what much to say other than sleeper map. Very good, very easy to have a good Ascent. Very good map. But no, well, not. It's not one of my favorites. I won't lie. It's not one of my favorites. However, Ascent is definitely Ascent, and it'll be quite exciting to see how these games and how these players are gonna go.
Second map will be Haven, as it was last week. We had Ascent, Haven, and Sunset. Right now we're going through Ascent, Haven, and Sunset again. But
Goodness me.
Yeah, same as last week. But looking at the bans, we have the Ponies ban Lotus and Bind, the Wolfhounds banned Abyss and Icebox. There will be no Abysmal Comedy this week. I was up in Glasgow for the Battle for Glasgow, and there was one Abyss map, and it was pandemonium, mate. It was absolute chaos. So it would have been really nice to see that tonight, but it does look like these players are sticking to their guns, sticking to what they know. So moving into Ascent with a very typical lineup here. Lagerlef might be on Sage, which might be a little bit of a difference compared to, the general meta comp. So Sage as opposed to KO. Very, very big difference there in Agents. What do you think that might do for Lagerlef's team?
Well, Lagerlef's been playing Sage the entire season, so he's just the number one pocket Sage, to be fair. I'm probably just going to go and send him in along just to get those heals on. However, the wall is actually quite good. You obviously can wall place stuff on the map. If you want the entirety of mid control, send Sage down there. They have to break that wall and make their presence known.
Yeah, Wolfhound's very confident with that pick, of course. I personally think Sage is like an okay pick on Ascent, but not really when you get into professional settings or, important finals. So I do think Wolfhounds are feeling confident. That's what I can take off the back of that pick. But yeah, obviously just the standard meta pick on the side of the Ponies. It worked for them last week, I think. Actually, which map was it that the Ponies took? They took Haven, right?
Yeah, they took Haven and Sunset. No, they didn't take Haven. They nearly took Haven. They lost on Haven, and the Puffins got Haven.
They took Ascent
and Sunset. Yeah, Ascent and Sunset was just insane from them, I must admit.
Well, hopefully we'll get a free match set tonight. But hello, goodbye. Again. Hello, goodbye.
Misclick.
A little bit of a misclick, but we are going to get into this now. In this first round, actually quite a crucial round. It will be really, really good for the underdogs to grab this one. Ponies did pick the map, so they do like it. And
99 players on 235 ping. This is insane.
That's not normal.
It's Pico's advantage, must do. However, it is clear that the buys that we're looking on this side, we've got a Frenzy, we've got a Classic, we've got a Sheriff from Lewis, so we're probably expecting him. We can see him already down in mid. It looks like that the Pit Ponies are just going to go for a fast A. And a lot of damage already from Penguin now coming into the site. Door is closed, and it seems to be already a 5v5 post plant. LJPH is now planting the spike, and the flash is ready for heaven. This is an amazing flash. I use this quite often. This flash is very good. Oh, never mind.
But it's not as good as that shock dart, is it? You know, I see so many Sovas sending shock darts blind out of heaven, and very rarely does it pay off that good. LJPH does hop up, trying to get some shots off, does land a couple, but Lagerlef finishes them off. Egner and Mitch get one whilst Ash manages to take down the enemy KO, KYCA. So it is a 3v2 situation for this retake with two of the Pit Ponies trapped in main. The defuse has started. Actually, might be really hard to stop this if they don't step out of this smoke. And yeah, there's only one enemy remaining. The Spike Diffuser has been killed. Last chance here for Egner, who will be shot in the head.
Oh my god!
Manages to get
Wait, Egner!
That is insane. Egner has just clutched out the round for the Pit Ponies.
Wait, what a start to this grand final. Oh my god, 1v3, and he cancels the Spike plant diffuser 2 times? That is unfortunate. Ash just couldn't hold him back, I'm afraid. Egner's aura is just too strong. I don't know.
Well, the Wolfhound's coming in confident. They'll be able to take that first shot on the chin. Throwing that first round over to the Pit Ponies. Will they continue this way? I don't know. If it does continue this way, if the Pit Ponies take a few more rounds, that might actually be the confidence that Wolfhounds are coming in knocked a little bit at least.
The confidence is definitely knocked, but, you know, LJPH is... Sorry, not LJPH, but, you know, they're all experienced players. We can see some people from Ray. We can see... Oh, and as I'm speaking, Mitch has already found Lewis. Lewis is down now. It's a 4v5, and the punish on mid. Quite upsetting, especially with the Bulldog advantage. Just not much you can do on this. It seems like they were expecting some sort of push.
Yeah, and Ray J taking a pick with Sheriff. Won't be able to find anything held back by the Bulldogs. The Pit Ponies. Plant is going down in a very similar spot at the back of sight underneath heaven. Pegwood takes down Ray J. Wolfhounds have struggled to find a single kill yet. Egner doing pretty good. Does actually need to get taken down, but Mitch finds Tiny 4K. With only 2 players left of the Wolfhounds, they're just going to have to try and do some economic damage now. There is almost no chance of them getting that spike. That shock dart nearly finishes off Ash, who's going to be running away from that knife. And yeah, this round is definitely going to the Pit Ponies, who have managed to convert their pistol. And so we'll have to see what happens when the Wolfhounds get their rifles out.
To be fair, a rifle in the hands of anyone could change everything, but it doesn't look like they're going to give the satisfaction of getting these ult orbs now, as Ash is just going to stand and die. Lagerlith is going to run into Egner's Bulldog, though, but unfortunately Ash is just going to die to Spike and cannot find another pick. 2-0 to the Pit Ponies and a beautiful Antigua.
I mean, from what I've seen from the Pit Ponies so far, I think they might be able to take this third round, but, you know, Tiny 4K's switched over to the Odin. Those Sheriff buys last round have forced them all down to half shields, and Lagerlef even on a Spectre. That's a bit of a strange buy. Could actually get a full rifle here, but maybe going to play a little bit of a sneaky wall angle, and Spectre might come in useful for that in some ways. But yeah, of course, we've got full armor over on the Pit Ponies, and yes, they've only got Bulldogs, but they've got more armor, and if Wolfhounds aren't hitting their headshots, Pit Ponies will be able to convert this round.
They don't need armor where they're going. However, they do have Tiny with an Odin sat in main, but unfortunately it's not going to find any value from it. Shock Dart coming out, bounces, lands, nothing hit. They have information of the Odin, but it seems that over on the A site, Andrew and KO is walking down. Couldn't see the name, unfortunately. However, they are walking down. It seems like they're all regrouping down at this A site.
Yeah, ready for another execute.
Oh, this is going to be lethal. But does Jay peek this? Ray J.
Oh, Ray J does peek and gets taken down at 30 HP. So sending smokes out, trying to hold this back a little bit. But the team have just already entered sight. Pit Ponies making good momentum here. They've got control of sight. They are going to get the spike down. Shock darts up to heaven. Ray J has had a heal, but still no armor on 81 HP. Penguin hiding in hell here. And the attacker lockdown goes down. This is really, really good momentum from the Pit Ponies. You're saying they might be the underdog, but there we have 2 great headshots from Ray J that might start to prove this point. But 2 players standing for the Pit Pony. It was enough before. It's only 1 standing now. And, oh my days.
Oh my God.
Way. Penguin nearly manages to clutch it out, but there's just too much pressure from the Wolfhounds here, who have lost a lot of economy in that fight.
Yeah, losing that many guns is just absolutely upsetting. However, you know, what more can you do? You know, that was an amazing hold from the Pip Ponies. It was very doable there from Jet's perspective, but unfortunately just too many numbers and only one man and not enough bullets. So I guess they're going to have to be happy with the loss of 3 guns.
You see, the Wolfhounds still don't have full armor, though. They're even Judge on Ash. Half armor on 4 of their players. Lewis has got full armor Vandal, so hoping for some big stuff from Lewis this round.
Just
Ash
see if
pushing
it can
out pretty far. Penguin just deletes Ash, though, says no. Dashes straight past Tiny 9K, who's just going to get deleted as well. Penguin is on a roll here. I don't think I've ever seen a Penguin move so fast.
Well, this Penguin isn't a normal Penguin. This one starred in Happy Feet, so you can imagine how much of a go this guy is. This retake is going to be kind of dangerous, though. 3v5. They have the entire site on lockdown, but what can they do? Flash. Mitch and Nodin? Yeah, no chance. Takes down Ray J, Lewis, and Lagalith soon to join. Another flawless for the Pit Ponies. You know, I might have cursed them straight from the get-go. My fault. Wolfhounds are definitely...
The overdogs? Maybe the Wolfhounds
maybe.
Maybe the Wolfhounds are the underdogs this time. Maybe
Yeah, maybe.
I think statistically, they've definitely won more games, right? Like they've had a much better run through to the finals, but like I don't think the Wolfhounds would have let a match go over last week.
No, definitely not.
If they were against the Puffins, that's the thing. So I think the Wolfhounds would have easily taken the Puffins 2-0. Ponies did let the Puffins take 1, but when it comes to this matchup against the Wolfhounds, it looks like they've been doing some serious prep, maybe. Very clean executes.
Apologies, but it's not even like, you know, they let them take it for free. They only let them take it because they had a rough start to the series, but even then, they nearly came back from 210.
Oh, nice headshots from Ash, but it's not quite enough there. Egner getting 2. Down to 34 HP, but with the spike down, only 2 Wolfhounds standing. Probably yet another really easy post plant for them, especially when Lewis is walking around with just a Sheriff. This is where we really start to test Lewis's skills, though, because, you know, it's definitely possible for Lewis to get a few. Might be backed up. Legolas might get 2. It's possible, but hidden behind this smoke. Oh, there is a blind shot onto Egner through the smoke with the Sheriff. But there's not much time. They've got to push, and there we have it. Lewis does drop, and Legolas isn't going to find anything. LJPH and Mitch cleaning up, taking the Pit Ponies to 4, whilst the Wolfhounds are left behind on only 1 round.
Diabolical round for them, I must admit. This just looks like it's starting to go, you know... We've spoken about the snowball effect many times, but it just seems like pistol clutch from Egner has really set the stage, and if Wolfhounds want a chance in this series, they're going to have to think strong and just counter Egner, as that guy's on the top with 7 kills right now.
Egner's doing really good here. Probably going to be on over 20 kills by the end of this match. Lewis still very hungry. Maybe just as hungry as Penguin, but not landing as many shots. Penguin moving forward extremely fast, backed up by KYCA. Flash into market. Alarm bot's taken down. Spraying into spawn now, but KYC actually gets tickled spraying out of spawn from Tiny 9K. JPH.
Classic Omen TP to side.
It's too classic. It should be predictable. KYCA getting Lewis on the rotate. Lewis struggling to find their footing. A really good player, Lewis, as well. Should be hitting headshots, but just having a bit of a struggle getting off the ground here. Maybe as we warm up a bit, we'll see a little bit more.
You know, they came into this last year. It was the same grand finals, however, it was a different outcome. It was the Wolfhounds versus the Pit Ponies. But this year, it's not looking so it's not looking so same. As I was meant to say, Tiny 9K's the entire retake just gets shut down, and Egner just runs at him. The confidence is insane.
Yeah, it's definitely building up for the Pit Ponies. Their confidence is thriving. Wolfhounds might want to call a timeout now. They need to rethink what's going on. They've thrown 3 rounds in a row and 5 in total over to the Pit Ponies. They haven't been able to hold back these attacks yet, really. The only round they won was when they had the Arsenal advantage. They had all the Vandals up against the Bulldogs, and even that round they were only left with 2 players standing, having lost 3 rifles. So, yeah, I would call a timeout. I think might be a good shout, but maybe just see if they can get one more round. See what they can do to hold back the tidal wave for the Pit Ponies, who are just stampeding into their sight whenever they feel like it.
Does look like now they've taken into this mid control and they've trapped Egner. Egner right now backed into a corner, but it's not the size of the dog. It's the size of the... I don't know the saying, but you know what I was trying to say. Okay, here we go.
I don't actually know what you were trying to say.
Oh, I need... Wait.
It's not the size of the dog. Never heard that one before, mate. You will have to actually finish it off if you want me to understand. But the spike is down, and that's yet another plant for the Pit Ponies. Only 2 Wolfhounds standing. Egner is on fire. 3rd kill of the round after taking down Lager left. Tiny 9K taken down in heaven, and LJPH finishing off Ash, and it's a flawless round for the Pit Ponies. 6-1 now.
It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog is what I was trying to say. And Egner clearly had a bigger fight than the 2 people pushing him. There we go, we got there. See, now it makes sense, because I finished it.
It makes perfect sense, mate, yeah. Thanks, Kashi. The producer is holding down the idioms for us tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Kashi, that was a good save.
Feel free to give us some more idioms in the Discord for us to use if you want, mate. Give me an idiom and I'll get it said. I'll find a place for it in this match, don't you worry. But Penguin stampeding onto site yet again. But this time they seem a little bit more prepared. At least they traded. I mean, you shouldn't really see a team walking onto site and getting the spike down as a victory. But so far, for the Wolfhounds, a trade is good. It's better than what they've had so far. There's been times when Penguin and Egway have just marched in and got 2. So Ray J gets another. That is looking pretty good for the Wolfhounds. 4v3 now. They do have an advantage. Ray J hit by a recon dart, though, does have to get the hell out of there so they're not shot. LJPH finding Ash. LJPH hiding in hell here. Going to be a bit of a thorn in the side of the Pit Ponies with this defuse, but that blind spray is good, and LJPH is now very, very low.
But it's just not enough, unfortunately. Mitch has a bigger Odin than Tiny, clearly, and... Oh, he's whipping out the knife, Lagalith. Not going to let it slide, though. Oh, they're all trying to knife. This is disgusting. They think that this is just easy pickings, but Egner is there to finish the job. Thank you, Egner.
That was an eventful round, to say the least. 2 attempted shankings from the Pit Ponies, but they ain't going to get their knives in this time. They will get the round in, though. Egner hanging around in main, where the knives may fail. Egner's just going to wide peek and get that final kill. Lager left, completely hopeless on that defuse. But moving through to the next round, we do see there is some ultimates on the side of Wolfhounds. There is a revive, gives them an extra player. There's a lockdown, really good for a retake. And from the shadows, pretty useless on defense, apart from getting a fast rotating. But still might help them out, clutch this round through. But it's been yet another mid push here from KYCA and Penguin, who... Ooh, and the lockdown does come down. Interesting lockdown on B, so this could force them to A, but Wolfhounds are actually all over the map. Tiny 9K there, getting a good kill through the wall. LJPH finds 1, but so does Ray J, and the Pit Ponies now only got 3 players standing to get the execute off. Wolfhounds with 4. Good thing they're checking their flank, but...
Oh no. Mitch is already in mid with that glitch pop at Odin, but Ash was aware, but he looked away. He didn't believe enough. That was unfortunate. Omen TP's gone down now. LJPH has sent him and they're going to go right back to B. He did, you know, let go. He might have thought maybe there's someone in boot house, but clearly it's just unfortunate that they can't even get that. And Ray J left in a 1v3. That was a 4v3, I believe, and they've just unfortunately lost it to the hands of the Pit Ponies. What a round, honestly. That was actually insane. That TP from LJPH as well to go straight back to B was just exactly what you need. However, unfortunately now that, you know, we're 1-8 down, Wolfhounds might want to think about the timeout here. Their buy isn't look very good. I meant to say buy. I was about to get a yawn there. Sorry, I cancelled that out. Their buy isn't looking very good. There's a lot of people now outside of B main. And it looks like that they're going to run into the same Killjoy Seb, whereas Lagalith is just going to be sat top mid, watching it down. A little bit of a buffer, but it isn't going to stop me from yapping. Because that's what I like to be doing. Now, it looks like we actually have just had a cliffhanger of some sort. Even though there is a buffer, and we've been Seized and the round start. There we go. Dark comes down now to B. What do we think?
I think the Wolfhounds are out of their depth here. They really shouldn't be. A team that's had such a good run moving forward. I mean, RayJ does still manage to get a phenomenal Sheriff shot there. But will it be enough? I mean, this is what they need to do, though, on their save rounds. That's it. A headshot from Lewis. If they can get the save round, that should really boost up their confidence, their momentum moving forward. They might be able to finish this half with 4 rounds if they get this save, but... Null command comes out. Oh my days, and Mitch spamming the Odin through the walls, going to knock down Tiny 9K, and KYCA gets a headshot of his own. RayJ still here though, has traded up from the Sheriff to a Vandal and is doing serious damage. 2 of the best players so far on Wolfhounds for the retake, but now there's just 1 left standing. It's a 1v1 KYCA versus Lewis. KYCA hiding out in Boathouse. Going to see where Lewis is coming from. Does take the first bit of damage. It's going to be a very serious 1v1, but it's over very quickly as Lewis gets the kill, gets the defuse. And off the back of that Thrifty, I think they might actually be able to finish on 4, because the mental should be back for the Wolfhounds.
You know, if they can manage to shut it out on 4, then that is a great half in that end. However, it is a very defense-sided map, in my opinion, especially running that 2 Sentinel comp. You should be able to close this down and try and deny some space where you can, especially with that Sage Wall. But unfortunately, it just doesn't seem very likely in this scenario.
Looks like the Pit Ponies are looking to overwhelm the B site. Plenty of KJ util to hold them back, though. As well as a very, very good effective spam there. Going to deal a lot of early damage. The spam's returned, but it's Tiny 9K that's done the damage so far. The attacker lockdown does come down. Recon Dart comes out, and it's going to actually help a lot. Loads more spam goes through, but Tiny 9K is going to get the hell out of here, just escaping with their life. Oh my days, and finally gets 1 little kill with that blind spam. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do so much damage blind.
To be honest, he just sat there with the intuition. He knew that they were going to have to come out, so to spray that there would be exactly what you're going to have to get. And he just trusted it. I guess, you know, oh, they've snuffed past the lane defenders. But Mitch is just going to keep spraying, and now they're aware the fall is holding. Wolfhound's now back on the hit, but there's 1 more guy in main that they've got to clear, KYCA, and he's angry from last round, but what can they do? The res comes in as well. Ash, the res, but Penguin can't get that hit. And it seems to be 3-8 to the side of the Pit Ponies.
I mean, this is the Wolfhounds we expected to see in the past 2 rounds, but it's been 2 rounds out of 11 where they've been as switched on as we thought they would be. What do you think's going on here?
To be fair, you know, one of them's on 200 ping, so I might, you know, he could blame that. However, it's also just a grand final, so pressure could be coming to them, or they could just be not used to Ascent. A lot of different factors coming into here. However, we can't really say which one it's going to be for sure. But what we do know is that Lewis has got an operator with one of the Pit Ponies' name on it.
At least, but not a single Pit Pony is pushing mid here, so hopefully Lewis will spin round and start watching A main, possibly find something yet. Penguin dashes in, does get spied out. Lewis actually does find 1 headshot, but quickly traded out by Penguin. RayJ gets 1, Egner gets 1. 3 versus 3 situation now with the Pit Ponies having 2 ultimates on board, tempting and baiting the players in Garden with the fake plant. Mitch takes down Lagerlef, and the spike will actually go down, but not before, just after Ash will peek and get that kill. And the diffuser is going to come in, but here we have it, the ultimate from the side of the Pit Ponies, and Ash just making it away with the life there. I think this is going to be, yeah.
There's just not much you can do here.
Yeah, 8-4.
You know, a good half to come back in the last few rounds. And with that ult, they can't get any more, but, you know, not a bad half. Looking at this leaderboard now, we can see that RayJ has definitely done a lot in that defense, especially with his quick Omen TPs and maneuvers. It's been quite a good half for them. For the Pit Ponies now, they've got a big lead. They've got, you know, they've got enough room for mistakes. So as long as they can, you know, if they can keep sharp, but if they can't and they have to adapt, then they have plenty of leverage to do it. Just make sure that it's not about 4 rounds.
So, of course, the Wolfhounds really, really want to get this pistol round. It is their turn to attack. It's their turn to choose the momentum of the round and where the fights will be. They're in a pretty good situation considering there's only 2 players on B, but KJ Util is pretty powerful in the pistol round. Might hold them back quite a bit. We'll hopefully be lucky enough to see a turret def at some point. But Lewis charging in just like Penguin did, getting an early spray down. On to Egner. Egner, who's almost dead now. 81 HP for Lewis. He's just going to tank that swarm grenade, but will be finished off by Mitch. Ray J moves in, trades out Mitch. LJPH stuck behind the smoke here. And it looks like it's going to be a plant as Tiny 9K makes their way to site.
Plant comes down now, and the retake is going to come through, but they are just going to... KYCA gets 3 of them with a classic. Absolute... Oh, what a retake. I didn't even have time to cast what was going on. All I can say is 2 names, KYCA and Egner. Obviously, Egner being that Titan as we've seen him the entire game, but KYCA just comes in and goes, you know what, I don't want to play a flash initiator anymore. I'm going to come in and start shooting like a duelist, and he takes 3 duels and headshots 2 of them. What a round from KYCA.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Boosted up to double digits now on the kill count, but when you look at the Wolfhounds, there's only 1 player, Ray J, on double digits. Meanwhile, it's only LJPH who isn't up to double for the Pit Ponies. Winning that pistol round might look like it's game over for the Wolfhounds on this first map.
Let's go.
But it isn't over yet. They can still make it through. They've just got to get a little bit more momentum behind them. And on the attacking side, that's a little bit easier to do if you can win your duels, which they haven't been doing so well so far.
Yeah, the round's going down, and we can see now that they've got A main control, but it seems that they're trying to sell some sort of fake on B, but KYC ain't having any of it. They're pushing A, taking the pick, but Ash will find that trade out. The Spectre does come through. It looks like that a few people do have guns here, Ray J. They all have Spectres. Because they got the plant down, they are able to buy light shields and Spectres. Oh my god, what a shot from Egner.
1 enemy remaining.
This is just crazy. Ash, last player standing here in such a dire situation. Will be
Not
finished
enough.
off there.
That force that came through there was quite a strong force, and it's not looking very good now for the side of the Wolfhounds. Even though they took some guns down, they did need this round, but you know, now it's a very good opportunity for the Pit Ponies to make it 11 and see if they can actually get this down.
Wolfhounds back to Sheriffs. We have seen them hit the headshots that they need to. 1 round last half. The rest of their save rounds didn't really go very well for them. They managed to win 150, which is how they converted those last 3 rounds. Oh my days.
Shot.
That's what you want to see though. Very, very confident peek and a click on their head. Lewis does get it. Traded out will mean a 4v4 situation, but when you're the one saving, that does actually help you out quite a bit because it's 1 less Vandal on the other team.
It is 1 less Vandal, however, you know, the Vandal that was pretty much saving a lot of them might fall off. I haven't seen, they might front off the map, but Ash is also going to find KYCA. OJPH is going to get that trade, and it's a 3v3. Egner takes down Jay. No smokes now. Just a Sova and a Sage. A Sage wall and some Sova shock darts. OJPH TP's back into tree, making sure he's not known, trying to not lose any more guns. He swaps the Ghost out for a Sheriff. But it seems now that the last 2 Wolves are walking down B main, which they are going to be greeted by a Mitch with a glitch pop Odin. Oh, what in the 200 ping was that peak? That is ridiculous. That is just ping advantage every day of the week. I'm so sorry that's happened to you, Mitch, mate. Oh my goodness.
Just dodging the bullets through ping. I mean, yeah, it looked a bit funny, didn't it?
It did. It really did. Unfortunate. I guarantee the comments let me go first. I'm on 200 ping. And what does he do? Goes first.
On 200
Crazy
ping.
round.
Hopefully that ping sorts itself out at some point. It can't be fun to be playing on consistent 200. Oh, and it's going to be an attempted 1-shot from the Marshall, but it's not going to be enough. Spray downs through the box, and Egner's going to finish Tiny 9K off with a shock dart of all things, and Pit Ponies up to 11 points now, leaving the Wolfhounds trailing behind.
Wow, what a round. To be honest, some nice shots from both sides there. It's just unfortunate that, you know, you were expecting a bit of a closer game, but Pit Ponies just, you know, fail to prepare to fail kind of thing. And maybe the Wolfhounds haven't prepared enough. Nice boo spray. They make it to champs, unfortunately.
Boo
Unlucky.
spray. They what? They made it champs. They didn't.
They didn't make it to champs. No, 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 no. They choked in the playoffs like they always do. Water, guys. Drink some water.
Yeah, I need some water. I'll get some in the break though. But early spray down here from LJPH. Long range spectacle looking good. Penguin gets an up kill. Ray J answers back, but KYC the A is there too with the Vandal cleaning up, leaving just Ash standing for the pit pony for the Wolfhounds. Does actually manage to find one pony though with a little bit of a shot onto Penguin. Drone comes out. Actually, could be an excellent swarm grenade there. Won't kill Egner, but it's good for now.
It was well thought out, to be fair. That swarm grenade will do a lot of damage. If they had a good opportunity to win that fight, but unfortunately they didn't. So really, I didn't do any damage. Never mind, it could have done damage, but Egner cancelled it and stood back like he was aware. Match point now for the Pit Ponies to take the first map of this best of 3 grand final. If you're just joining us, it is a close, but sweet revenge story for the Pit Ponies, and the Wolfhounds took it last well, but the Pit Ponies have come back swinging. Whereas the Wolfhounds now are on the run from the ponies, I suppose. I don't know how that works and what analogy I've gotten that from, but in a universe, there are some wolves running from some ponies right now.
There's a bit of a difference in rosters this season, but still plenty of players are still in the rosters as well.
Could they be aware of this J TP though? J does find KYCA. He's just randomly sent himself to A, and it's working. Picks coming down now for the side of the Wolfhounds. Mitch on the site with the Odin. Can't do enough. B is now open for grabs. Plant is going to come down from Tiny. However, the plant down now and a 5v3 retake. What is LJPH going to call here? It seems he's just going to call for a save. That TP was so, it was so confusing, it worked. You just didn't expect him to go there. It's so, such a stupid place to TP that it just worked. And LJPH...
Stupid? That's my favourite TP spot on this map, and you're calling it stupid.
Well, okay, it's a semi-smart.
It was unexpected. People think you're going to be, Heaven or Spawn or Boathouse, right? So if you're in that little side out of your garden... It's also, the thing is, it's one of the furthest point from your average defense spot. So if they're gonna run to you, that's the furthest away point from the average location of defenders. But yeah, it's pretty wacky. So I get you in how it's stupid in that regard, because it is a wacky one. But it works out really well if you can get that kill. Wolfhounds maybe started some sort of comeback if they can continue this. But of course, Pit Ponies are on match point now. So we haven't actually said that out loud. I mean, it should be pretty obvious, but we haven't said out loud. Pit Ponies are on match point now. Wolfhounds need to win 7 rounds in a row. So, from what we're seeing so far, I actually don't think it's possible.
Don't overthink it.
I mean, if they have another Omen TP like that in the bag, but 6 rounds away, if they can claw that down. Nice. Oh, the spray from the contact Ash is already 1 HP. Can't do a whole lot here. Mitch now sat there. Had to go back. Got the damage off on the Killjoy. If they can take that down, that's the flank util gone. But it seems that they're all just scurried into... Oh, it lives through the wall. Takes him down. Penguin finds another. No smokes now for the side of the Wolfhounds. But what much can you do, really? Egner, shocks out. Coming down to sight. A whole lot of util for a whole lot of ponies.
Spike's still in main, mate. They might have taken sight, but Spike is only working down runway right now. But yeah, that's 2 more kills for the Wolfhounds. Pit Ponies only on 2 players left. Op kill for Penguin does help a lot, but will be sprayed down as well. Penguin does actually manage to take Tiny 9k out after that, avoiding that spray. Gets 1 knife into Lagalef, but it's not going to be enough. And yeah, the attackers will win. Wolfhounds up to 6. Can they take 6 more rounds? Or will the Pit Ponies claim their singular round for the victory before they do so?
To be fair, this was actually a crazy round from them there. To actually get that many, and it seems like the momentum is starting to roll on the side of the Wolfhounds. 2 rounds down. Just see how long they can keep this going for. They are, no room for mistakes now. They've had 12 rounds to make errors, but right now is not where you want to do it. However, the Pit Ponies, it is still all good. They've got overtime secured, so they do just need to close it out. The pressure will be on the side of the Wolfhounds, really. But what more can you do than what you're doing here already?
Big aggression from the Wolfhounds. Heavily aggressing B again. KYCA and Penguin on the long flank out of A. Could we really... If the Wolfhounds rotate, this could be crazy good for the Pit Ponies. But I think the Wolfhounds are just going to keep on aggressing. Ah, there we have it. Lewis steps out. Doesn't actually see anyone so far. Probably time for Penguin and KYCA to come to site, and it might be a good idea for the Pit Ponies to avoid fights until they get here this time. So see, Mitch does drop, and this is how the Wolfhounds are actually winning now. They're just picking the Pit Ponies apart bit by bit. If the Pit Ponies can hang on to work together as a team in like a 5v5 retake, they're going to have a better chance moving forward. Egner down to 5 HP through that spam though, and Tiny 9K is going to keep moving to site. Spike will go down, and the attack and lockdown goes down to hold back these players a little bit longer. Not really much that they can do about this. They've just got to wait it out.
The Killjoy ult to use into post plant is going to stall a bit of time now for the side of the Wolfhounds. Pit Ponies are going to have to rush this a little bit, but, you know, no time like the present. Egner, oh no. Sprayed through the smoke. He saw him jump. Penguin now is going on a little revenge arc. Can he get this down? Flash coming onto site. Two people holding two sides. Legolas watching lane. One watching boathouse. Time is ticking. They don't have enough time to stall. It seems they're doing up and over. Whiff's coming around, but all they have to do is get on. Legolas finds it, and LJPH closes it out, and there's plenty of time to defuse the spike. That is the first map, and that goes to the side of the Pit Ponies.
Yeah, and they made it look a little bit too easy, to be honest. We really did expect Wolfhounds to be the overdogs. It's not even... No one says overdogs.
Well, I mean...
we were expecting the Pit Ponies to be the underdogs, but they've grasped that victory with supreme confidence, and yet... Egner, I said he's going to get to 20. He got to 20.
He did get to 20, to
he
be
got
fair.
To 20.
I won't lie, that was an impressive first game. It seems that the Pit Ponies are going to come back for that sweet. You know, we got the same grand finals as we did last year. However, the Pit Ponies, it was rudely taken away from them. But you know, it seems like they're coming back with a mission.
Mitch not far behind Egner with 17 kills. Ray J did actually get some really good kills. So was actually the third player in this leaderboard from the side of the Wolfhounds, and then it was Penguin and KYCA, 17, 15 kills. But yeah, really dominant game. I think the Wolfhounds could have probably done with calling a timeout in both of those halves, and they didn't really take that. They're probably not used to calling timeouts, having such a dominant run to the finals. But something you want to keep your mind on. You know, if another team's taking 3-4 rounds in a row, you just need to get your plans together, work out what's going on, have a little bit extra time to talk, and throw off the momentum a little bit. It's the best chance you've got if everything else is failing.
Yeah, precisely. But you know, they've come into this tournament and they've come in so confident that when it's actually come to the present and actually comes to the finals, they've just, you know, they've kind of stood there a bit shocked as in, oh, this has happened. You know, so it seems that they thought they could have come back, but if not, they're probably just seeing it as a little bit of fun maybe. But you know, maybe they just didn't want to call a timeout. Maybe they were just so confident in themselves to come back that they've, you know, let the map slip. It's all right, we still got 2 more opportunities, or definitely got 1 more opportunity to get the map at least. But you know, if the Pit Ponies were looking as dominant as they were last week on Haven, even though they lost to the Puffins, their comeback was starting to look really good on attack. But it's just to see what LJPH can call in this scenario.
Yeah, and speaking of Haven, that is our next map, just like it was last week. So we're going to take a short break and be back again. And if Haven goes to the side of the Wolfhounds, we'll make it through to sunset. But first, we've got to get Haven over and done with. So we'll go grab a little bit of a drink. Go grab one yourselves. I'm sure the players will be smashing their heads together trying to work out what's next for the Wolfhounds. And we'll see you soon. Welcome back, everybody. Welsh Esports League Valorant Division in the finals. And we didn't take a very long break because the players are ready. They seem to be gunning to go back into it. So let's get it cracking as we move into Haven. And see if the Wolfhounds can take this through to Sunset and take it back for themselves. Because, of course, the Pit Ponies have came in strong and taken this first map with much ease.
Yeah, the first map was quite dominant to the side of the Pit Ponies, but the Wolfhounds, they did show a bit of light at the end, but unfortunately it was too little, too late. Let's just see what they can do on the second map now.
We do get into it. We'll have to see what agents are being selected. Little bit of a switch up here as KYCA chooses Breach, opposed to getting away from that KO pick. I do like KO and Haven, but yeah, Breach is a lot better. For sure, so a good pick. And Ray J, maybe a Reyna. That could be interesting. I mean, Ray J did have the highest kill count for the Wolfhounds last round. Might be an idea.
Like back on his star role, everyone knows him for is the favourite Sage player. Honestly, can't wait to see some of the Lagalith walls.
Lagalith walls. Ash on Omen again. LGPH probably going to switch over to keep Omen. Ray J will actually go on to Killjoy, so there isn't going to be a Reyna in the lobby. If that's a good or a bad thing, make up your own mind. I think it could have been really fun. But yeah, it might have also been a big mistake. So KJ being the safer pick for securing this victory, which is actually really important for the Wolfhounds, because if they let this map go, they are out. And Pit Ponies will get their revenge, and it looks like we'll have a pretty friendly rivalry moving forward for future seasons between the Pit Ponies and the Wolfhounds.
Yeah, it was a very close season last season between them, to be fair, but unfortunately the Wolfhounds just took it away. It was a good game, but the roster was different back then. But it seems that the Pit Ponies have stuck with their guns and they all locked at the same time for some reason. I don't know if that was coordinated or if that's just them being silly billies. But as we can see now, we go in and we have the side of attack for. Oh, that is a rough start for the side of the Wolfhounds. Their attack last week was where they did the said comeback. So if and we've seen LJPH pop off on this map before, where he had like a 17 and 2 KD before he died. So this is a very good map for the side of the Pit Ponies. Just see now what the Wolfhounds have in their bag. But I'm quite happy with the Sage pick. It's quite OP with a lot of great walls on this map to be able to use. For example, nah, that's about it. Yeah, so those are the list of the walls. But
you can wall mid, you can wall B.
Yeah, I suppose.
And then you could that's the thing. I don't think this might be where Wolfhounds fall apart by being so stuck on this Sage pick.
Yeah, I mean, the Sage pick, it just seems like it's just Lagalith's comfort pick, and I honestly agree with when it comes to comfort. Just play what you're good at, but maybe all Lagalith knows is Sage. Like maybe he's just doing Sage to Radiant, and if so, I applaud him. That is very brave, very brave. And it seems that Tiny's ping has not changed. That is, it might be why only one country I could name with 200 ping, and that's Canada. So it might have gone back.
It's Lagalith. It's Tiny Canadian. Oh yeah, it's this player. You were telling me the player. That is actually. I think that's it, mate. I think Lagalith's out in Canada.
Yeah, Lagalith is in Canada too, to be fair.
Sorry, Tiny's out in Canada. But yeah, that's a very fair explanation. Little bit of a split push here, which could be really good. Looks like it's going to be a fake on A. Egner's going to teleport over to C once the fake's been bought. Lewis here. Yeah, this fake's probably going to be bought now. Quite convincing, especially as Lewis drops. KYCA is going to run away. The rotation comes through. They're just going to march up onto C site. Easy fake here. Not a single player anywhere near C. As actually they start to sprint back, trying to make it back, but they're just too late. They should have left an anchor. They should have left something, but now it's going to be a retake with one less player. And the duelist, might I add. So Ray J walking into the smoke blinds, about to get demolished. There we go. There's actually no way Ray J got Egner in that shot. That's not what I expected. Shout out Ray J. That was beautiful. But yeah, unfortunately taken down, and now 3v4 retake situation for the Wolfhounds. 2v4 situation for the Wolfhounds. 1v4 situation for the Wolfhounds, and I don't think that Lagerlef is going to clutch it out. And the Pit Ponies take the first round again. Wolfhounds struggling to find their footing in these finals.
If Lagerlef was ready, he would have hit that shot. I'm not even joking. I think, to be honest, all they need is a little bit of motivation, a little bit of support. Maybe just one another, get each other going. But that is the pistol round now, going to the side of the Pit Ponies. The Pit Ponies are gonna have some sort of, you know, big round to open it out with, but just see what they can do. Their attack has been very good. Like I said, I know their attack's good, and I see them all the time on Prac trying to scrim Haven, so they have been working on their Haven. Fair play to them.
Whoa. Huge thrifty push out in B into mid. But there's no one there. They've just rushed up C long.
Lewis?
Plant the spy, and no way. Mitch gets that point blank headshot.
Does he know? Lewis. Oh.
Well, don't expect all 5 players to be past window, do you?
So, to be fair, you don't, but, like, you know, maybe you would have been a little bit suspicious.
The fact that there was no... Yeah, I mean, that's a comms issue, right? There was no one on C. If there's one person in B mid, there's going to be more in B mid, isn't there? Like,
yeah, 100%.
Go on, Tiny.
At least 2.
Stick it. Stick it.
Yeah, nice cast. Yeah, there's my goat, Lagerlef. Finding Penguin with the Sheriff. Outlaw, oh, nice 2,400 Outlaw on showcase for us now. But the post plant is just too strong. They're all sat in main, and somehow they've managed to get 2 guns out of this. A Bulldog and a Sheriff. So that's actually not even a bad eco buy for the side of the Wolfhounds. But they didn't, you know, they haven't forced up like they did last game. So they have decided to keep their money. Lagerlef on that trusty Spectre like he always is. But, you know, all the money's going to go into Ares and Vandals and Phantoms.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing that Wolfhounds are like contributing to their own undoing by forcing in that second round, thinking they can get it. 2 games in a row, they didn't get it. And in the third round, they didn't have a full arsenal.
No, and it just gave him the snowball effect that I talk about all the time. Lagerlef does well to get into that smoke, but he is going to be followed by Andrew. Lagerlef is now down with no more support on B. The wall goes down and a retake goes through. Yoru flash through. Ash is ready for it. Beautiful spray transfer with that Phantom. Finds Suba, LJPH. Omen diffs him with the Sheriff and walks through and says, nah, mate, and then just kills him. Absolutely astonishing. Egner with that Outlaw is going to be a bit of a burden, but he switches to the Classic, but Lewis isn't going to let it go so easily. Reload on site. LJPH. They are going to be disciplined. They're going to wait. Oh, Mitch has a dirty camera right behind him.
That's my favourite camera, the spike camera. I love it. Look how effective it is. It buys you like 5-10 seconds.
Not only that, but, you know, he's so aware of the possible flank, but not enough time to defuse and the swing together. He tries to get Mitch, but, you know, even though LJPH right in front of him, Mitch still gets the bullet through LJPH into him. What an amazing round from the Pit Ponies, and 3-0 on the board. We could be seeing a clean sweep in this grand final.
Yeah, really unexpected here, but I think the Wolfhounds are contributing to their own undoing. They're forcing again. If they don't get this, if they get this round, I'll eat my words, right? But if they don't get this round, they don't save properly for a full buy. It's going to be just like round after round. They're handing to the Pit Ponies by messing with their own economy. So I hope for their own sake, and I don't really like eating my own words. So, but I will if I have to. But I hope they can get this off, because it's very, very confident, maybe overconfident, to keep on buying like this. Oh, my days. There is actually 2 amazing shots from Ray J. This might be it.
You know, I guess you're eating your words today, mate. The Cypher ult is going to come down, and it seems that they are very, very aware of what could happen. That ult comes down. They know that the only body they've lost is in mid, so they're aware that Cypher is sat in mid, but he's just going to be a little bit of a worm and slide through. He's going into CT now, but does Ash and Tiny expect this? Sat on that stairs for heaven. Mitch is just waiting for them, but no, he's not even going to bother with the fight.
Cheeky. Another cheeky cam there for the post plant. Spike is down. Heaven control has been sacrificed now as Ray J makes their way up to heaven, so sacrificing this control could be a good or a bad thing. You know, it depends on who would have won that duel, but Mitch is actually going to get shot down from heaven either way. Nice little peek there from LJPH. Can he find another? He does get a headshot through the wall. Looking... Oh, Lewis, though, coming into sight with an excellent headshot. KYCA trades. It's a 1v1 situation. Ash is only on 23 HP, but KYCA cleans up. Pit Ponies, 4 rounds in a row, bro. Wolfhounds doing their best, investing loads of money into what they think will be a thrifty, but they just can't quite pull it off. And now they're going to be on a half buy yet again. If they just left it for classics that last round, they could have full armor, full rifles, full util. But once again, they're not going to have everything they need.
Honestly, what an amazing round. That was looking really doable for the side of the Wolfhounds, but you know, they have enough money to buy, to be fair. They have got enough money to buy, but the economy on the Pit Pony side isn't looking too good either. Where if Wolfhounds do win a round, then their eco is going to be broken. They do have Jet Knives, however, but do they expect Lewis? And they do, and he's sat in a sneaky spot and dashes out. Okay, can't find that trade, but he is just going to disrespect it completely. A stun in hand, but LGBH is just going to spray him down. Egner is just sat on site, and he just takes 2, takes 3 down with him, but he's not even going to die, so it's not even with him. He's just going to take him down for free. Sends another decoy into spawn. Does Ray J expect it?
Does Ray J hear the footsteps? What does Ray J know it's a clone? I mean, back in the old days, there wasn't even a body. It was just footstep sounds, right?
Yeah, it was. That's correct. And it just completely sends you. I'm glad they did change that there. The clone is just so much funnier.
Better. So much better, so much more fun. Yeah, Yoru was useless back when he came out. Like, absolutely, just footsteps.
Oh, they drop from heaven. They are going to hear that. LGBH is just going to be stood in the open for him. Ray has to defuse, has to kill 2. Are they going to stop him? Mitch. He knows Mitch is mid. They are aware of the Mitch look, but right now all they got to do is just... Oh, they're just toying with him. Yeah. He has to go for the kills. There's just no way he can do it. That whiff isn't going to cost. The crouch down is going to make it 5-0 to the side of the Pit Ponies, and this is why you don't let them start on attack.
Egner nearly got an ace that round, so is now up to 6 kills with an ultimate in hand. LJPH, 5 kills, ultimate in hand. Pit Ponies looking very, very fresh. Ray J, though, has as many kills as Egner. They just haven't managed to get any defuses or 5 kills. 5Ks through yet. So, with the Pit Ponies on 5 rounds and the Wolfhounds on 0, it is starting to look like these finals are said and done. But we don't, you know, it's not over till it's over, and it's definitely possible for the Wolfhounds to call a timeout and stop buying so much and switch this game around a little bit.
Timeout time. Take a minute. Egner is chasing Lewis, though, with this Yoru. The stun is going to come through. They are aware of what could be happening, but Lewis is going to find himself off-site. He does have Jet Knives, though, so taking that fight with the most accurate gun in game is dangerous. But they don't even have the spike, and the Wolfhounds have clocked it. This is very dangerous, but they do have an Omen. Oh, that's what he's doing. LGBH has bloody done this on purpose. Leave the spike there to have him regroup, and we can TP. But LGBH is dead, so this plan is dead in the water. What am I talking about?
Maybe Egner? I don't know. Egner just teleported the hell out of there. I don't think they're getting the spike back. They're just getting the spikes being swarmed, so... If you're going to do an Omen play, you need Omen to stay alive.
Maybe Omen was the one with the spike and he dropped it and I completely missed it. I was too busy watching the Lewis push with the cheeky Jet Knives. Well, my fault, chat. That was on me. I did not read the situation correctly. But now it's a 3v2 where the Wolfhounds are still defending. One enemy remaining. But it's just, you know, a bit of a blunder for the side of the Pit Ponies, really. Shouldn't be losing this round. Very easy. Very good. Oh, but...
Oh,
if anyone could have done it, it was Mitch. If anyone could have done it, it was Mitch. I'm telling you now. And he's skin shopping, bless him. What a round, honestly. Honestly, the observers just need to keep it on Lagalith. That's my go right there. Look at him go.
You two should just form some sort of duo up. It really rolls off the tongue, Lendoth and Lagalith.
Yeah, it
Lagalith
sounds like
and
Legolas.
No, Lagalith and Lendoth sounds better, yeah. 2v2 tournament, anyone?
I think...
Sorry, go ahead.
I think it'd be 2v2 would be like weird. Especially if you're on a map like Haven. Imagine having to go like all they have to do is go C, get 1 pick, and then they play 2v1 in post plan. Like, it's just unfair. But that is definitely more than unfair. The stuns came out. That, you know, they tried to get that support, but Egner was having none of it.
Warning B getting smashed gives a little bit of information away, but I don't think they're actually going to push through it. They're probably going to make a maneuver elsewhere. They're making noise elsewhere at the very least. Trying to catch someone off guard, but Ray J is the one that catches LGPH off guard. Spike is down again. Interesting that it wasn't watched there. It could have maybe been camped a little bit harder, that spike, but now it's back in the hands, and only 2 players to delete to get onto A site. Looking like only 1 player to delete to get onto A site. It might be a plant, but Tiny 9K does manage to get a good kill there. Little bit of support came in from the shadows here as well as Mitch gets the spike down. There will be a defender lockdown coming through as Ray J takes down Penguin, so this is probably a pretty simple retake for the Wolfhounds, but don't underestimate the pit pole. Oh yeah, there's just no way. No way.
Ash is right in front of him now. All he has to do is be expected for Ash. He was ready for it, but aiming way too high is... Sorry, not Ash. Jay, wrong guy. Ash was on Killjoy last game. Apologies. Ash did, you know, just TP into heaven to join him, but Jay, sorry, correction, was ready for it and did anticipate him to try and come back and stop him. Rather than saving the gun, you know, they're just falling, and now they're not on a very strong buy anymore. And LJPH is just gonna have to call some sort of plan. Maybe he has a protocol for this.
Yeah, maybe the pit pony should save now instead of being a half buy. I'm really not a fan of half buys when you can just wait 1 round, especially when you're ahead, and get a full arsenal on board. But you know, pit ponies might be able to get this round. LJPH early TP forward does get stunned. Gonna be a duel between LJ and Lewis here. Oh, but it's going to be a 2v1. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. No duel as of
he's
yet.
Going for it.
Lewis is hungry though. Yeah, Lewis so hungry. Finds one, almost finds another, but will be traded out by Penguin.
The pick trade there though, no breach utility for 1 duelist is actually a very good, very good trade. And Mitch has just walked into, okay, this guy, he can't keep getting away with this, bro. How is he all the way down here? Look at him. Penguin finds Jay. Oh, finds 2, but, Mitch takes his ace, and now it's just a 1v4 with the Canadian on board. What can possibly happen here? He's just jumping around with his knife. He knows somebody's going to push him, but it seems to me that he's just going to try and keep his Odin. He's agreeing with me. I don't know how he agreed with me, but he did.
Did you hear that too? I heard something.
Yeah, he just went, yeah.
Just
Breach. This is Breach's voice line when, if you say yes, he just goes, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. That's how Canadians. That's how Canadians say yes as well. Yeah, bud. Yeah.
I thought Canadians were French.
I thought Canadians were French.
Yeah, there's like
some of them are. Yeah. No way. What is this?
what the hell
going on, man?
Hey, that's the go right there. That's my input. Look at him go.
What was Tiny doing, spinning around, looking at walls?
He's having a good time. Honestly, don't attack him. He's having a good time. He's having a great time. Fair play to him. Unfortunate round though for the side of the Wolfhounds. But Mitch just walked into C for free.
Yeah, Mitch has been given far too much space to play with in this map. There is a lot of space on Haven, but you don't want to be letting people into your own spawn. that's for sure.
No, you definitely do not. Crazy that even happened.
What is this? What is this, LJ? What is this TP?
C's already been left open. It seems like they're going to try and play some sort of retake, but they have the entirety of A main on lockdown. Mitch is going to gun down Lagalith with an Odin, but Lewis is going to trade it out. The Lurk is now gone, and there's 3 people on C. Lewis was getting way too big for his boots, pushed right out. Oh, it wasn't even the Wolfhounds with control of A main. It was KYCA and Penguin with the control of A main. Nice TP.
And A is going to be left completely clear now. 3v4 retake if they do get the spike down. No more trades are gone. You can really feel the confidence in the Pit Ponies team though. That they're really, really feeling themselves. And
that's the shot is going to come down.
Oh, double.
Both are stunned, but KYCA is going to find one. Are they aware of the Ray J flank though? Ash, sat in heaven. Can't find anything. Ray J, a lone man on flank. Are they going to double save? 3, 2, 1. Oh, up and high. Okay, unfortunate. LJPH is going to find Ray J, and that's going to go 7 for the side of the Pit Ponies. What a crazy round.
What a crazy finals as well.
Yeah. This has just been really dominant to one side right now, and the Wolfhounds they need to dig something. Maybe they might take a timeout. Ray J is just having a think of some sort. No, they're going to send it, and fair play to sending it, but
You know what? You know, you're 5 rounds down. You've just lost 2 more in a row, and before that you lost 5 in a row. Take a minute, please.
I don't think they know where the timeout button is, mate.
Oh, that's disrespectful. How could you?
It's true. I'm half not even joking. Like they might not have used it this season. You know, they've had such a good run through the finals. They probably haven't had to call a timeout once.
Yeah, true. You got a point. Yeah, no, they don't have breaks. They just keep going. Lendoth is
wow.
No. Such a sad way to go out too. Egner though he's just on A. But Ray J is aware of it this time. They've not left it open. They've just let off Ray J. Is he gonna check it? No, he's not. Ray J finds Egner, but KRCA takes him down. No shield now, but you know, it's just 2 people sat there. The stun comes through, and the Omen TP is guess what? They've left C completely open and we saw how dangerous their post plant was. All they have to do is sit in main, smoke the bomb one way, and spray. But someone's left Mitch with an Odin. He's just walked into mid. Tiny's just jumping around there. He's having a good time. Look at him go. They're not even going to check garage. They don't even want to. They're just going to go straight into sight. But are they aware of this possibility? Oh, wait. No, Tiny's just sticking it. Tiny's sticking it!
No
oh, that's heavy. That is so heavy. LJBH, that is... Oh, that's... My hand's on my head right now. That one's a heavy one.
Should not have let that go that way, and that might, if anything, is the round that Wolfhounds can pivot off of. It's getting that one. If they get one more, you know, 7-5 is really not that bad a way to finish a half. That's only around 2 difference, you know, and Haven being an attacker side of the map, that's actually a phenomenal way to finish a half. But Pit Pony's looking to end this at 9-3, of course. They've still got full buy, still got plenty of econ if they do lose this round, so they've got buy for the next 2 rounds. Ash, I think, yeah, going to take a retreat and play for the retake here. Has been spied by Egner. Egner hungry for the kills.
Oh, Ray J just sat there, completely reads out Mitch's lurk. But, you know, he's got to walk into garage, but they definitely have garage control. Oh,
what?
Beautiful.
What?
Running gun with the Odin. Oh, no, they're rezzing Ray J as well.
Right there as well. Penguin is crazy from that window. 3 kills in a row. With that res, that does bring it down to a 3v3 without Ray J having any armor. Lockdown gets dropped, lockdown gets popped, it is destroyed. Lager left, last player standing for the Wolfhounds up against 3 of the Pit Ponies. Unfortunately,
and he said no thank you.
It's a save. This is so sad. That's the best they can do in this
Penguin's going to run
round.
into him. Are they going to give him that Penguin ace? Is he even aware that Penguin could be here? No, he's not.
Penguin's desperate.
I don't know if that was an ace or not, but unfortunately, yeah, he definitely got a handful of the kills. But it was a great round nonetheless. One more round now. Could this really close out Wolfhound's chances on even winning? Seems that they had a bigger competition in our semi-final. Maybe the semi-final was their grand final.
It's good though. It's good to see the back and forth league to league. You know, you don't want a one-sided story. You don't want one team taking it every time. I know there's been a couple of roster changes, but Pit Pony's going to be really, really happy if they can close this out. And then obviously, when we get to the next season, if it is Pit Ponies and Wolfhounds again, that will be the long-term best of 3 for this entire season.
To be fair, I won't even lie to you right now. Like, this is actually just astonishing to even see like how far this team has come. Like the side of the Pit Ponies, they really want to win this. You can see.
Yeah.
Oh, the disrespect from Mitch to spray that body there. He saw he had a judge and just completely sprayed it. They are following this Yoru TP, but like the Pit Ponies have put so much effort and hard work pays off quite clearly. They clearly want to win this tournament.
Yeah, hard work and hunger. You know, you got to want it. You've got to do the things it takes to take it, and that is often the practice. What is this TP?
That is because he had the Omen smoke on site, so if he does that TP, it gives him the sound cue to make it sound like he's in the smoke.
Sneaky.
It's a fake. Oh, but Ash.
For what?
Stunned.
For what purpose?
Silly Billy behavior. Oh, that's unfortunate. 3-9 now. Wolfhounds. You know, the Pit Ponies were in a familiar situation last week, but are the Wolfhounds going to have enough to claw this out? RayJ again leading the charge with 16 kills, but it is just not enough at the moment. 3 more rounds until they secure overtime. 4 more to close out the series and become world champions. Let's see how they do it.
4 rounds. Can they take their 4th pistol round in a row as well? That's a question I've got. Pit Ponies on defense. Especially without... They haven't really bought too much. They've got a Frenzy and a Ghost, so... 2 Ghosts on the side of the Wolfhounds. It's... nothing too crazy. No Sheriffs coming into this. I'm not a big fan of Sheriff buys anyway in the first pistol round.
They're taking this mid control now, and it seems that, you know, they're just running around on the map. Jet and Breach are sat down at the bottom of the mid, but the paranoia is just going to come out, and they're running into sight. They've been met by no Cypher trips, so they thought. It seems that he's got some sort of kill trips, but KYCA is found as they're in garage. Lewis finds LGPH, finds 3, couldn't find the 4th. Agner takes him down. Frenzy Diff down at the C main, I should say. Well, it's not even C main, it's more mid, but... Agner now just walks in, has the Ghost in hand, but is he going to be away for this? RayJ shows his position. That was a really good chance for him to not get caught, but, you know, Agner finds this now. It's a 3v2, and there's plenty of time left on this spike. Very doable now. Tiny has the Aftershock in hand, but that's going to close it out.
Stick?
No, he's not.
Oh,
Wait,
it was actually possible. That was actually
got
possible. One headshot, then maybe one more, but yeah. Okay, so that's a good sign for the Wolfhounds taking their first pistol round of the night. Still haven't taken a timeout, but now they're the ones moving forward with the better arsenal into round 2. Egner and Penguin have bought Sheriffs, hoping to find some heads in this round. Hoping to do some economic damage, maybe even find a thrifty of their own. Pit Ponies actually haven't had a thrifty yet because they haven't had to have a thrifty. So this is their first chance to really try and get that going. Wolfhounds have heavily invested into this round, but although Lewis finds 1, Egner does actually trade out with the Sheriff.
It's superb, the damage that they've just done, and, you know, on the first... Oh. Well, I didn't even get a chance to cast over that. And there it goes. That's a good round, I guess. But hopefully, you know, we can see how this turns out. It seems to me that the Wolfhounds aren't done yet. They've still got something up their sleeve. They're still cooking. They're still going for it. And now they're just going to all pile up for this A site hit. 5-9 on the board. They've gone the first 2 rounds on the half, but what is LGBH cooking?
I'd hope they don't get picked apart one by one by this heavy push. LJPH has seen some information, quite a lot of information to be honest. Probably knows that it will be a B or a mid to C push. So you do see the rest of the Pit Ponies circling around the B site, but RayJ gets that early headshot on a KYCA. Tiny 9K is going to get the spike down.
Spike planted.
Aye.
Yeah.
Everyone's peeking one by one, and the Wolfhounds they're just going in.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's my worry when the Wolfhounds group up like that Pit Ponies just peek and die one by one.
Quite literally like a pack of wolves. OGPH is just sat in the garage waiting for it. Oof. And he's going to call a timeout now. I wonder what they're talking about. Yeah. I already know OGPH is going to call him a timeout. Come on now, let's not be silly.
Let's not be silly. 3 rounds in a row.
Or is it 5? He normally does on 5, but I thought he was going to call a timeout here. You can see him looking at the minimap though. The fact that he's just moving left, right, it means he's just looking at the minimap. I'm not surprised. LGBH didn't call the timeout. You know, they lost the bonus. You lost the first 3 rounds. Surely you want to have a check and see, make sure. Oh, they're on. We got some pie watches over here. Bigfoot. Tiny is 1 kill away, 1 death away from being pied. That is quite unfortunate.
Oh dear.
I'm sure you. Sure if I have to explain that. You know, what's the first 3 numbers of pi? 3.14. What's his KD? 313. Oh no.
313. Oh, the group aggression is just crazy.
Oh, and he frantically avoids the pie and gets his 4th kill. But RGBH is waiting with his shorty. You know, quite vicious to be fair. Wow, they're just going in.
Yeah, Pit Ponies put a little bit too much money into this round, I think, as well.
Spike
Taking a leaf out of the Wolfhound's book. Investing too heavily. 2 omens sat around the corner from each other.
Having a good time.
One with a shorty. One with a vandal.
Who's going to win? Well, to be fair, the comeback is now on. You know, it was 3-9, and now it's 6-9, and now it's about to be 7-9, and there's just a 2-round separation from these teams.
Ash is pretty sure, but LJP has actually moved already. Nice.
He does actually find it.
Yeah, good kill.
Gets that kill, and now to be fair, I would never check that in a million years. I'm not even lying to you. He's got 2 smokes now, and all of them are closing in on him, trying to make sure he doesn't keep this phantom, but it looks like he's going to have it for free. Oh, unless...
Oh,
never mind.
Sneaky, sneaky.
That was a sneaky. 7-9. They lost that 4th one. They need to make sure they convert this one, otherwise it's a 1-round differential. And what can you do then?
Got to travel back in time and find that vigor, that confidence, that skill that they came into this finals with. But Wolfhounds have warmed up now, and they're a different team to what we've seen up until this half. Even though the Pit Ponies only have to take 3 rounds, the Wolfhounds are making it look like it's going to be very difficult for them to do so. Very clean attacks. Spread out all over the map this time instead of moving in a 5-stack. Looking for 1v1s, and Ray J takes the first. Second. Third, Ray J. Just walking into B and getting 3 kills like that. The spike does go down as Mitch Odin's tiny, though.
It's now a 2v3. It's winnable. Mitch, he looks like he's going to get this all on his back. Oh, he knows where they are. Well, yeah, he can just gun him down for free. But, you know, someone falling behind right now is a lonesome penguin. And the penguin, but does find Lewis. Oh my god, this is so doable. Paranoid comes through. This is beautiful, but is he going to be aware of the TP? He's not.
He is. He knows.
Oh,
he
he's
knows
so
he's
aware.
offside.
Aware.
Omen TP's just got too big a sound cue, and it's not enough. Penguin knew that the TP came onto site, but wasn't quite sure exactly where it landed. I think the assumption was it went towards sewer area, but it was actually behind the boxes, and yeah, very, very close round there. Almost a huge comeback for the Pit Ponies, but 5 rounds down. Will LJPH call this fabled 5-round timeout that you speak of?
And I'm wrong. Okay, never mind. Guess I'll just keep my mouth shut next time. My fault.
I mean, probably should have called it a couple of rounds ago, though. And 5 rounds down now, not calling it. Similar mistakes from the Pit Ponies that the Wolfhounds made in their own losing half. So, would like to see a little bit less buying from them when it comes to a save round. Oh, and ping straight back, but the rubber band.
You should run.
Boing. And they're investing in the Killjoy ult here for the post-plant. Now, this is actually a huge eco round if you think about it. The Pit Ponies have not bought, so they are, they're using this to secure their eco round. But if you really think about it, they're also using it to secure that equalizer. Oh, yikes.
Oh my god, Ray J.
Yeah, cleaned up. He's cleaned it up, though. Nice shot. That was quite good, actually. The nice shot in chat just to put it down. But Egner walks into sight with the Sheriff Lagerleth. Where are you looking, my friend?
Lagerleth,
3v1, and just like that, Tiny is going to have to use the ult. They're not going to get half, but all they have to do is just stick. They have an Odin, but not enough time to get in position. The spike is not going to blow up, and the Pit Ponies are going to take a Thrifty. And just when you don't want a Thrifty as the equalizing round, and you invest with the Killjoy ult, if you really think about it, that whiff on mid completely saved them.
Yeah, that whiff on mid. Don't want to talk about it too much, but I think you're right. I think that was what handed that round back over to the Pit Ponies. There was like what? There was like it was like 4 or 5 knives, and then I think every single knife missed, or maybe one was like a body shot. couldn't quite get the gun out in time, and by the time it was the gun out, that was missing as well and sprayed down. It was crazy. Yeah, really, really unfortunate whiff in mid there to maybe change the entirety of this game. And Penguins up on top with an operator getting an early kill. The Wolfhounds did not expect that, and now on the back foot, Lord Lewis is just going to run away. Can't push into that.
Oh, what
Does
shot.
find Egner though. RayJ finds KYCA. Things are starting to change.
Penguin now just beautiful shot straight to the dome of Lewis. Completely shuts down that mid push, but does he expect RayJ to be walked into garage? He does, he does retreat, so he is aware that something could happen. But he's going to re-peek mid. He has an idea. He knows that someone could walk through, and he finds him. Beautiful flick onto RayJ, makes it a 2v2 on site. LGPH is going to have to make his way. Disrespecting the Omen smoke, walks out, finds the third. Or is it the fourth?
Fourth, operator ace is now in hand. If Penguin gets this. Does
he knows where he is.
Does have information.
He's going for it.
Oh, no! Ash is just too quick. Shutting down the ace. Going to teleport over to C site.
Is he going to cancel, though?
Yeah, get the spike down.
No, he's not cancelling. He's going to...
get the spike down.
Yeah.
Now, I hope the Pit Ponies don't play this 1v1v1. They can do a 2v1 here if they just move a little bit closer together. Ash now move forward to window. This is crazy from Ash. This is absolutely disgusting from Ash.
Oh, one more.
Oh my days. Ash has just clutched it out so hard. That was such a good camp.
Oh, that could have killed him. All he needs is to get half.
This is no problem.
Ah, and he does get it out.
way,
Mitch has won this
Mitch.
out.
My ultimate is ready.
NT to Ash, though. That was a beautiful attempt. Oh, and he hits him with the spray. That is unfortunate. Don't know what's happened there. Neither do I, Mitch. Neither do I. But what I do know is Ash really, really gave it all. And look at that. They've called a timeout. Ain't no way.
First time out of the season, possibly, for the Wolfhounds.
They did get a pie from Lagalith, though. It's quite heavy.
Oh, yeah,
Pie watch.
3-1-4.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Big pie to the face. Like a tiny 9k as well on 416. It's crazy. RayJ and Ash are holding it down for the Wolfhounds so well.
Indeed, yeah. But, what can you do? What can you do when when it's set in stone and they're just constantly on that back foot? They win around, they lose around, they win around, and they lose it again. You know what I mean? Like the momentum is shifting between both teams. But I'm really happy that this is a lot closer than Ascent. Ascent was just Pit Ponies were in their element, but now the Wolfhounds are coming back from a 3-9, and I thought it was I have a lot of faith in them. They can still close this out if whatever they learn from this timeout. But we'll see what's happened.
This time out, make or break the Wolfhounds. 3 rounds to catch up, 5 rounds to win. Pit Ponies, 2 rounds to win. Quite a big difference here. Pit Ponies on the defensive side. Split up across the map. Not doing anything crazy. Oh, actually, this is pretty crazy. Please don't die, Agna. Yeah, thank you. Walking out into mid alone.
Very respectful, like this. Yeah, deeply.
You will not.
There's a thrust, the res. Is Penguin going to repeat this? He is, and KYCA,
We're going to cry for the Wolfhounds. They're being decimated.
It's just, that timeout, they thought they were thinking something, but you actually gave LJPH a time to speak. And in that time to speak, LJPH has probably cooked up some sort of plan and understood what they're doing. Oh, beautiful.
That wasn't there. That was a really, really nice peek. Might not be enough, though, but it could be a start. Wolfhound stuck inside. This is one of the worst places to be stuck on this map, is in the mid area with the defenders around you.
And LGPH is completely taking down C. Look at him. He's got all that space for free. They have trips and cam on site, so they're just going to pivot back towards A. It seems that Mitch is going to try and join him, though, down at mid.
Well, at least they managed to get out of that very undesirable position. 30 seconds left. They've got to make a push towards A. The fact that there's no noise or signs anywhere else on the map should really be telling the Pit Ponies that it's going to be an A hit, but with all the Cypher util on site, they don't really have to have anyone there. They can just let them put the spike down. Okie dokie. I guess that's a small glitch. Yeah, small glitch on behalf of the observers there, but I think that's going to be a plant and a 4v2 retake in which the pit ponies lose 1 or 2 players, but I think they're still going to get the round.
Well, let me tell you how it's going to go. They're going to plant and Ash is going to get 2, and then my goat, Lendoth, is going to clutch. I'm telling you, that's how it's going to go. I can see it right now. Or if I absolutely have to, I'll just open Valorant and see what the score is.
Oh yeah. Open Valorant. Give us.
Yeah, let's have a look. I got them on my friends list. So let's see.
Yeah, at least we'll see the at the very least we can keep the scoring. Yeah. It's not a bad idea, mate. It's good. We will be back with the Observer very, very soon, but just in case. It's back up. It's back up.
Looks like we're already back. Never mind.
Took it. Pit ponies on match point. Wolfhounds on 8. And though the Wolfhounds have the skill to bring this to overtime, I think the mental might be dropping by this point.
You know, when you hear that announcer say match point, you know, you get kind of worried. You know what I mean?
The first thing you do is you look at your score, you look at how many rounds you got to win in a row, and if it's anything over 2 or 3, every round above that gets scarier and scarier. Tiny 9K does not look scared though.
No, he's got a judge. Oh, he's just jumping around. LGBH is going to do a bit of whiffies, but Ray J is going to trade around with Tiny 9K. Up, flash down, 2v3 for the World Championship. Legolas, Legolas, not Legolas. That's the wrong guy. That's the phony. You know, GG. They're already calling GG. Jay has no faith in his team. That's quite funny to see. But Lewis sat in mid. Egner in the corner. Does Lewis expect it? He does, but he whiffs. That's a lot of pressure to whiff that there.
Yeah, the pressure is just too high now. Oh, my days, like a left.
Oh, no.
Like a left.
No, you can't miss
It's Whiff City, mate. It's Whiff City in this final. The mental is broken. The pit ponies have demolished the Wolfhounds round by round to take the final.
Oh, and he doesn't kill the planner in time. And the game will be over. And we have your new world champions, the pit ponies. A very big congratulations to them and a very big commiserations to the side of the Wolfhounds. What a final. Honestly, what a final.
Yeah, really, really good there. Love to see different teams winning. And we definitely have a rivalry on our hands now. So although this is my last Welsh Esports League for a little while, I'll be watching from the sunny climes. Maybe I'll be on a beach hut in Thailand or something, checking out the final season of the year. But I just want to give a massive, massive thank you to John for having me since the start up until this point. Big shout out to all my co-casters, especially Lendoth. You've been doing great, mate.
Thanks, man.
All the best for the Welsh Esports League moving forward. It's been so good to watch it grow. Really appreciate being a part of it. I'll be tuning in from abroad still. Yeah, I mean, I would love to get an interview with some of these players from the winning and the losing teams. But just if you have a little chat with them, Lendoth, and you find out what happened, send me a DM and find out what happened.
I'll have to. But honestly, this has been my second season now. Thank you for being like a master Shifu kind of thing, you know, teaching me the ropes of casting. So very much appreciate that, Bigfoot. Obviously, it's gonna be weird not having you around anymore, you know. Even when I played in my first season, Jody Bigfoot was the caster, and now 5 seasons on, and you know, nothing good lasts forever. And Jody Bigfoot is, you know, throw in a little self-promotion in there. Go on, let them know what you're doing.
Yeah, just follow Jody Bigfoot on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter there. And I've been doing music. I'm a rapper, rapping in Japanese and going over to Japan to make some music videos with some grime artists and that. It's pretty interesting. It's going to be real fun. Big thanks to Judas Priestley for observing that match. Shout out to Kashi behind the scenes of the production and everyone else who we've worked with over the years. I'm sure whoever jumps in my big shoes will fill the boots fine, and next season will be just as good as any other dude. But yeah, it's been a pleasure, and I would like to congratulate the teams, and I don't think I've got much else to say. Do you?
Other than that, we'll see you. You know, we'll see Bigfoot over on the Japanese stage, entertaining the masses, and for everyone else, you know, keep following everyone. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to having me as well. Even though, you know, this is out of my boots, and to fill it one last time, you know, you can take the boy out of consecration, but you can't take consecration out of the boy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, say that one last time, and for the final of Well 5, congratulations, Pit Ponies, and see you in a bit. 07.
Peace out.